Barbara, where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving. Oh, I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance. You see the devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, a special one of two races here on this Monday evening. It is time for the Victorian Formula 500 Club. We've got 360 wing sprint cars tonight, round number one, or race one, I should say, coming to you from Rossburg, Ohio, here at the Eldora Speedway, followed by next week, we will be at the dirt track at Charlotte. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matt Bailey, and Matt, welcome back to Eldora, buddy. Welcome to UltimateDirtTV. A special night on the program tonight.
This is going to be a cracking show, race fans. Hello to everyone out there, and thank you very much, Brett, and a big thanks to Shane Hopker as well for allowing me to do this. It's going to be a cracking show here tonight, and I cannot wait to see what tonight's racing is going to bring us here, Brett.
Well, we've got a minute just before we head into qualifying. We've got qualifying 3 minutes, 2 laps, 4 heats, 10 laps. Top 4 will go through to the main event. Then we'll have a C main, a B main, of course, Alphabet Soup racing tonight. A warm-up session followed by a 30-lap main event. We'll bring in the president as well for allowing me to do this. It's going to be a cracking show. It's all sorts of background noise there. The echoes. We'll bring in Shane, the Victorian Formula 500 Club president. Shane, mate, welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Glad to have you along for the ride, mate.
Yeah, mate, thank you very much. First, thanks to you guys for coming on board and supporting our club to do this. Yeah, look, we're not racing here down in Victoria, so we're thinking out of the box to come up with some ideas to keep our members, our partners all engaged, and this is one way to do it. So it's all about a bit of fun. Having said that, there's $300 on the line. Winners take all tonight and next week. So yeah, I guess there's a bit to play state. As you can see, we've also invited wingless drivers, sprint car drivers, and a few sponsored drivers. And the reason for that, I mean, you know, we're all about one division, but at the end of the day, it's a big speedway family. So that's why we've included these guys. Apart from that, good luck to everybody else. Again, thanks, Brett, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, mate. We'll actually, just while we've got the start of qualifying up, we've got 31 drivers signed into the pit return, of course. This all would have been possible without a whole list of sponsors, Shane.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And we're very fortunate this year to have these guys come on board. You know, so I'll name a couple now, and we'll name a few later on. But Jetco's been a major supporter of Formula 500 for a very long time. And then we've got the new sponsors like Ray Built, three brothers that are racing, older brother Brock, who's come on board to support us out. We've got working partners such as Rock Solid Productions, Sinclair, Service Centre, all those guys have come on board, so we thank you all. And like I said, throughout the night, we'll continue with our sponsor list.
We're going to meet you up. We're going to go into qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. The part that will set the lineups for the heat races. Aston Rodriguez with a 13.967. Jordan Charge on screen with a 13.987. He goes second quick. Matt Alex Ryan on the racetrack with a 14.155 as Blake Walsh jumps to position number 3. The third driver, make that the fourth driver into the 13-second bracket. And how about this? The 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic champion Corey McCullough goes quick time.
How cool is that to have a Sprint Car Classic champion in the field for tonight? Corey McCullough goes quick time. And there is Matt Turner on the speedway, the number 20 machine. Currently sitting 22nd quick at the moment with a 14.346. Back down now, 22nd position. Look through the field as well. Tyler Maggs up in position 5 with a 14.007. And there is Todd Hobson as well in the number 26 car for tonight. I think he's got 84 on the wing, though. Currently sitting 26 quick with a 14.607. How cool to have these drivers in the field for tonight, Brett. It's going to be a cracking show.
Yep, refers to himself as two-tone. Todd Hobson, 24th quick with a 14.221. Watching on the racetrack right now in car number 71, that's Kurt Dunham. Kurt Dunham in car 71 will be our 31st driver to lay down a time, and well, he goes 16th quick with a 14.107. A 14.107. Corey McCullough still quick time. Aston Rodriguez second. Jordan Charge third quick. And Blake Walsh in fourth. And again, 4 drivers that have cracked into the sub 14-second bracket. And we've got one more car on the racetrack. Our 31st driver to take a time. It is the 10 Mills Motorsports entry of Caleb Mills. And he stops the time sheets with a 14.162. 31 cars, Matt, have taken time. And how about that? A Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic champion, Corey McCullough, going quick time.
That is so special here tonight, and I reckon he'll be pretty happy with that one as well. Good to see Corey in the field for tonight as well. So Geordie in the third position, the Western Nissan Victoria 60 with a 13.987. He goes third quick tonight. We'll take a look at your official results for qualifying here tonight, and Corey McCullough goes quick time, 13.944. Aston Rodriguez, Geordie Charge. Then you're back to Blake Walsh, Tyler Maggs, Liam Russell. Then you're back to Geordie Ray, Indy Ray, Billy Ryan, and Kobe Wright to round out your top 10 in qualifying here tonight. Brett, we're going to take a look right now at your grid for heat race number 1.
Certainly is. Corey McCullough in the Victorian 90 will start out of position number 1. To the outside of the front row, the 26 of Tyler Maggs.
Position number 3 with a 33 car, Billy Ryan to his outside, the 65 of Riley Simpson.
Row 3 to the inside will be the 80 of Chris Temby, and starting position number 6 will be Caleb Mills in car number 10.
Position number 7 with a 3 car, Mitch Saunderson to his outside, the 86 car of Megan Payne.
And that will be your 8 drivers in heat race number 1. Again, looking forward to the first race of the evening as you bring in Shane once again. And Shane, just a couple of more sponsors to go through, and which driver should we expected to watch here tonight?
Look, Corey's already jumped out of the gates right now, so you'll put him right up there. Tyler Maggs is another, one of our premium juniors down here, so he's another guy to watch for. Aston Rodriguez, you know him pretty well, so, having said that, there's probably 22 in this field that's, can end up the pointy end anytime tonight, so looking forward to it.
All right, well, here we go. Heat race number 1. This is not... Alex, you're a clown. As we get set, Matt, heat race number 1 of 4 on the program. I expect, what do we have? Can I bring qualifying results up quickly? Yeah, now 4 heats on the program, just as I suspected, with 31 drivers signing into the pit area. And here we go. The Southwest Conveyancing Owen built Holmes number 90 machine. You've seen him last night battle with Jordan Charge in a broadcast we did last night at Lernerville. So we'll see how these 2 drivers fare up once again. Here we go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 1. The Victorian Formula 500 Club Racing. We are underway here on Iracing.
Down the back straight they run for the first time already. Carney on the back of the bus already in turns number 3 and 4 this time by Tyler Maggs. Will lead the opening lap for heat race number 1, McCullough. Back there in position number 2 right there. Then you go back to Billy Ryan. Caleb Mills running out the top 4. And you go back to Mitch Saunderson. Back there in the top 5 right now. Ladies and gentlemen, how cool is this? They've got now 6 laps to go.
Well, lap number 2 is in the books, and Tyler Maggs continuing to successfully lead the way here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Corey McCullough hot on his heels down into 3 and 4, but it is still Tyler Maggs, Corey McCullough, Billy Ryan and Caleb Mills. That's your top 4, and those top 4 drivers looking to transfer directly into the main event. Everybody else, well, they'll be going to either a B or C main. Cross flag sticks coming out this time by Matt. 4 down and 4 to run.
Absolutely. Down the main straight, they run into turns number 1 and 2. 4 laps left to go. McCullough drops the car down to the bottom side of the speedway. They go wheel to wheel. Turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, Corey McCullough. Contact out of turn number 4. McCullough will lead the lap number 4. They've got 3 laps left to run, though. McCullough down the back straight away into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. Further contact down the back of the bus, Caleb Mills. And another car there as well, Mitch Saunderson, upside down. We go yellow on the speedway. And Brett, that is not what we wanted here tonight, here in heat race number 1.
No, let's go through and let's have a look. Although we've kind of seen it happen live as we're watching on the racetrack. And so, where is it? I just need to find it again. My timing has gone a little bit loopy. Here it is. The UltimateDirtTV instant replay coming at you live from the Eldora Speedway. So, Mills, Saunderson into 1 and 2. Saunderson drifts up. Mills drifts down. Just a bit of a racing deal. And, well, tell you what, boys. We know you can't park there. Well, that Power Plates presentation coming to you live. Catch fence done its job, Matt, and the wall didn't move.
Absolutely. So let's see what happens on this restart. Your race leader is Corey McCullough. Then you go back to Tyler Maggs in the Transport Equipment Hire, Cricket Motorsports, sponsored number 24. And then you go back to Riley Simpson in the 65. Megan Payne back there in position number 4 right now. Sorry, it's the timing updates. You got Megan Payne 4, Riley Simpson in position 5. So let's see what happens on this restart. The pace car lights should be out. The Southwest Conveyancing, Owen Built Homes, Victorian 90. Corey McCullough will get set to lead us away out of turn number 4. We are back to racing.
Green-white checker in the air for heat race number 1. Mills and Saunderson back to the pits, and well, they will have a long way to go. Into 1, into 3 and 4 we go. Matt, the white flag is out, and Corey McCullough looking to continue and looking to take to the sweep here at the Eldora Speedway.
Down to turns number 1 and 2 for the final time. Down the back, straight away they go. Corey McCullough, your 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic champion. The Southwest Conveyancing Victorian 90 will take the win in heat race number 1. Then you go back to Tyler Maggs in 2. Billy Ryan home in 3. And then go back to Riley Simpson. These results currently unofficial, race fans, until we take a look at your official results here on UltimateDirtTV. As we'll pull those up in just a sec. What a run in heat race number 1 for Corey McCullough. Unfortunate as well for Caleb Mills as well, Brett. It's not the way we want to start the night.
No, here we go. Corey McCullough, Tyler Maggs, Billy Ryan and Riley Simpson, your top 4. Chris Tamby, Megan Payne, Caleb Mills, Mitch Saunderson going to the last chance. Qualifiers a B and a C main. Heat number 2 very quickly. Aston Rodriguez will start on pole. To the outside, it's Liam Russell.
Position number 3 with the 78 car, it's K-Dub. Kobe Wright will start from 3 to his outside, the 48 car. That is Jonathan McKean.
Dylan Wilshire lines up to 27 from position number 5, and Jet Bell, the 42, will start position number 6.
The KRE Race Engines number 75 of Kai Jensen will start from 7 to his outside, the 32 car of Matt Turner.
Well, Shane, heat race number 1 was eventful. Heat race number 2, who are we looking out for?
Heat number 2, look, Aston Rodriguez is at the start and is representing one of our newest sponsors, One Stop Construction Group, so we'd like to thank them, come on board. We've also got Jet Bow there, who I mentioned earlier in regards to Jetco, Matty Turner, who also looks after TJ Chassis and Lethal Racewing. So all those 3 guys, thank you for coming on board and their families. Speedway is a big family business type of scenario, so it's good to give them a shout out in our program. Thank you.
Dylan Wilson, former Australian champion in the 500s?
Yeah, that's correct. And we're hoping to have Liam Williams tonight and his good wife Kristen also. So, however, not to be timing wise, so hope to see them next week.
All right, well, here we go. Heat race number 2, Rodriguez and Russell. It's the battle of the hours. Who will get the jump? Heat number 2, Matt, it's time to let them loose one more time.
Absolutely. 8 laps on the board. Rodriguez and Russell in the front row. We are set on the board. We are racing for heat race number 2. And down to 1 and 2 they go for the first time. Aston Rodriguez will lead us down to 1 and 2. Then we go back to Liam Russell, quickly making quick work back in second. McKean up to 3rd right now. Then go back to Wilshire. It's a battle on right now for minor placings here in heat race number 2, Brett. Down to 1 and 2 they go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they weren't afraid to go 3 wide on the opening lap and the opening turns. Yellow is out, and we are going to take a look at exactly what happened here. I think it was either Matt Turner or Kai Jensen, the drivers involved in this one, or both drivers involved. Let's take a look at the 75 of Kai Jensen. Well, he may have just licked the step, but oh well, I don't know about that one. There was a car to the outside. I want to say that was Jet Bell. That was maybe coming down the racetrack. We'll see if we can have a look at a different angle, because yeah, again, just it looked like that the 75 of Jensen just threw it in there, but I'll tell you what, the 42 of Jet Bell may have came down just a little bit. And boys, Matt Turner, I got to say, you'll learn very quickly. Kai Jensen, boys, you can't park there.
Absolutely. Not the way we want to start heat race number 2. Already 2 cars out of this one. Kai Jensen, the KRE Race Engine sponsored number 75 out of Queensland. So to the 32 car of Matty Turner. Let's get set to go once again, race fans. Aston Rodriguez will get set to lead us away when we go back to the green flag. Then we go back to Liam Russell, who's still shop camper down. Number 36 machine back there in position number 2 right now. Then go back to Jonathan McKean in 3. And Dylan Wilshire to round out your top 4 in heat race number 2. Brett, we're going to get set to let him loose once again.
Yeah, lights go out on the safety car. Much better looking safety car than what the pace truck is, I got to say. And, well, Rodriguez, Russell, McKean and Wilshire. At the moment, your top 4. Then you go back to Kobe Wright and Jet Bell in 5th and 6th position. Kai Jensen and Matt Turner, both drivers back in the pits already in heat race number 2. Again, we'll see those drivers coming out later on in a C or B main. Green flag back out, and it's going to be Aston Rodriguez to lead Liam Russell, Jonathan McKean, Dylan Wilshire, Kobe Wright and Jet Bell through 1 and 2.
Down the back straight over they go into turns 3 and 4 this time by. Out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, they've got 5 laps left to go here in heat race number 2. Down to turns number 1 and 2 this time by. Down the back straight away, it's Rodriguez over Russell. And McKean back there in position number 3, though. This time out of turn number 4, they're now 4 down, 4 to right, Brett.
Tell you what, Jonathan McKean looks very racy at the moment, closing in on the 36th entry of Liam Russell. They exit down out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. You can see the slick line starting to develop on the entry into the turn, just on the bottom side. So you got the drivers rolling right through the middle of the speedway right now. Here comes McKean to the inside on Russell. Sticks the bottom out of turn number 2. Drag racing. Russell, McKean, side by side, wheel to wheel in the 3 and 4. 2 to go.
Wowee, this is awesome sprint car racing. We're seeing at its finest into turns number 1 and 2, though. McKean, lost a bit of pace on Russell. Down the back straight they go. Into turns number 3 and 4, though, this time by. Your race leader is Aston Rodriguez in the 30 machine. The white flag is out, Brett. 1 lap left to run around the Eldora Speedway.
Just a couple of left-hand turns to go here in heat race number 2. Rodriguez continuing to lead the way. Should be unbeaten here in heat number 2 off turn number 4. Checkers around for Aston Rodriguez. Liam Russell home in 2nd. Jonathan McKean 3rd. And Kobe Wright going to get that 4th and final transfer position from Dylan Wilshire. Jet Bell in 5th and 6th position. Then, of course, we go back to Kai Jensen and Matt Turner in 7th and 8th. Heat race number 3 of 4 and the Victorian 60. The Western is an entry of Jordan Charge from the pole position to the outside of the front row, piloting Catamount. It's Geordie Ray, position number 2.
Position number 3 will be the J-side race number 68 of Max Bevan to his outside. The number 20 car of Dylan Beveridge.
Alex Ryan lines up the 93 from position number 5, and on the outside in position number 6 will be the 98 of Jet Hart.
Position number 7 back there in the 84 car will be Todd Hobson to his outside. The 67 of Zoe Pierce.
Well, Shane, heat number 3. Who are we watching for this one? I know Geordie Charge is going to be one to watch, but man, there's a bunch of drivers in this one that are going to be also one to watch.
Yeah, mate. Geordie Ray's there also, and a couple other drivers. Just want to put a quick shout out to Ray Built. One guy to watch out is Toddy Hobson. He's driving for our sponsors, Lucas Oils. So great to have him in our broadcast tonight, and followed with Zoe Pierce. So those two Lucas drivers slash Victoria speed car drivers. We're looking forward to watching, see how they go.
All right. Well, he likes to call himself Two-Tone. Todd Hobson, I'm going to call him. We know he's young, but Matt, he's a veteran sim racer. He's been around the virtual world for quite some time.
Yeah, he certainly has. Certainly has. He's going to be one to watch and see what happens with Toddy Hobson here tonight. Green flag flies though for heat race number 3. Another 8 laps on the board, and Geordie Charge will jump down to the early race lead in heat race number 3 though. Down the back straight they run. Geordie Ray not going to give up the fight. The 9 machine into the safety cash fence and upside down. The yellow flag will come out. Wow. An eventful opening lap here, Brett, for heat race number 3. Not what we wanted to see here tonight.
No, you see here Geordie Ray in the 9 machine just getting tagged there behind by the 20 of Dylan Beveridge. And, well, Geordie Ray in the 9 machine finds himself up on his left, going back and calling the virtual tow. And, well, like we've done so far, you can't park there. I got to say, Max Bevan, a Formula 500 junior driver in the New South Wales ranks, but I believe Shane has registered his car in the Victorian club. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And incorrect if I can say it that way. Maxi Bevan did a bit of racing down our way last year, made his Victoria debut at Premier. But yep, he's from New South Wales with many of these other young juniors out there.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on the likes of Max Bevan. Keep an eye on Jet Hart as well, sitting in 4th position in car number 98. Old two-tone Toddy Hobson, Zoe Pearce, Dylan Beveridge getting put to the end of the line as a result of causing that caution. But I spoke to Jordan Charge last night, Matt. He ran runner-up in the 360s at Lernerville last night. But again, mate, you know as well as anybody, you can have a good night one night, and then follow it up with an absolute horrendous night the following night. But so far, so good for Geordie Charge. Green flag back out onto the racetrack, and Jordan Charge leads Max Bevan and Alex Ryan 1, 2, and 3. Jet Hart in the 4th and final transfer position.
Down to corners number 1 and 2 this time by. They got 4 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 3. The penultimate heat race of the night. Down to turns number 3 and 4 though. This time by, they cross the stripe. Now they got 3 to run. Oh no, looks like, I'm not sure. Is the time going back?
Yes, it went back because caution laps not counting in heat racing action. So now it's 3 down, 5 to run. Todd Hobson has moved up into position number 4, relegating Jet Hart. Here comes Dylan Beveridge in the 20 machine. Oh boy, on the inside, and maybe Jet Hart trying to come down the racetrack, but Dylan Beveridge, he was there. Tell you what, although Fix set up racing, man, he's got a pretty good looking and pretty fast hot rod right now.
Absolutely. It's going to be absolutely on like Donkey Kong here tonight. Here at Eldora Speedway. This is going to be wicked. Down the back straight away they go though. Into turn number 3 and 4. Now they've got 4 laps left to go. They kick over to lap number 5 of 8 on the Speedway. And this is going to be what a finish. Here in heat race number 3, Geordie Charge still leads the way. The Western Nissan Victoria 60. All over it right now. It's the Geordie Charge show out in front.
Yeah, he was one of the late entries into tonight's event. He was given the invitation, and he certainly snapped it up. And, well, he's looking the good so far in heat race number 3. The white flag is out, Matt. 1 to go for your race leader.
Geordie Charge, the Western Nissan Victoria 60, down the back straight into turn number 3 and 4. This time by race fans, out of turn 4, Geordie Charge will take the win in heat race number 3. Followed by Max Bevan home in 2nd, and Alex Ryan will come home in 3rd, and Todd Hobson, two-tone, will come home in position number 4, and he'll take out the final transfer spot into tonight's heat race. Geordie Charge, Maxi Bevan, Alex Ryan, Todd Hobson, Dylan Beveridge, going to go back to Jet Hart, and Zoe Pitt and Geordie Ray, unfortunately not finishing the event here tonight. Heat race number 4 on the grid right now, and it's going to be Blake Walsh for Team ABR Esports in the 97 car on the pole position to his outside. The 17 car, that is Indy Ray.
Kinzer Claridge will line up the 47 from position number 3. Kurt Dunham in car 71 to the outside of row 2, position number 4.
Position number 5 was Stephen Wollston-Crofton, 9 to his outside. The 31 car. Position number 6, that is Rusty Ponting. And then you go back to Maddox Gibbs in the 21 car in position number 7. Brett, another 8 laps, another 4 go through. It's going to be a cracking heat race.
Yeah, it certainly is. Shane, who are the drivers to watch in this one? Who are the young superstars?
My mate Blake's is right up there, but I just want to do a quick shout out to young Maddox Gibbs. Their family's come on board with Sky's Limit Motorsport. If you get the chance to search them up on Facebook, follow them. This young kid here can teach you a lot about what he's going through, and racing is just something that makes him happy. So again, Sky's Limit Motorsport, get behind them.
All right, there we go. Sky's the Limit Motorsports. Check them out on the social media pages. Give them likes, shares, and follows, and keep up to date with Maddox Gibbs. Here we go. Heat race number 4, and what a juicy front row this is. Blake Walsh in the 97 machine to the outside of the front row. It's Indy Ray in car number 17. Safety car goes in. 8 laps on the board. Green flag is out. Final heat race of the evening, Matt.
Down to turns number 1 and 2 for the first time. Blake Walsh looking for the race lead down the back straight away. They go wheel almost 3 wide into turn number 3 for the first time. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be so close to the line, but Blake Walsh We'll have the race leading to turns number 1 and 2. The V97 down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Where do you look? 2 by 2 as we go down into 3 and 4. Indy Ray, the new race leader on lap number 2. Blake Walsh tucks in behind the 17. Now going to duck down to the inside again. What a run by Blake Walsh. He's certainly got some experience here on the Iracing.com service. Wheel to wheel. Run on the bottom goes Blake Walsh. Indy Ray, run on the outside. Indy Ray leads lap number 3.
Wow. This is so cool right now. Good sprint car racing from these top 2 right now. Down the back straight to 3 and 4 though. Walsh ducks to the inside on Indy Ray. Down the main straight they run this time by now. 4 down. 4 to run in heat race number 4. The final heat race of the night. Down the back straight where they go into turn number 1 and 2. Down to 3 and 4 this time by. Wowee. And Indy Ray, the 17 car, will lead us into 1 and 2. Once again, they give up to Blake Walsh and Kurt Dunham in 3.
I'll tell you what, Kurt Dunham's not afraid to put it to the likes of the Victorian 97 of Blake Walsh on the previous lap. He tried the inside in 3 and 4. We come to the popsicle sticks. 2 laps left to run for Indy Ray from the outside of the front row. Leading Blake Walsh, who started on pole. Then you go back to Kurt Dunham. Stephen Wollstonecroft in the 9 machine in that 4th and final transfer spot. But Matt Whiteflag is out. 1 to run in the final heat race of the night.
Down to corners number 1 and 2 for Indy Ray. Down the back straight away for the final time in heat race number 4. Down to turn number 3 and 4 this time by. And it's going to be Indy Ray taking out the final heat race of the night. Blake Walsh should come home in second. Then you go back to Kurt Dunham in position number 3. And Stephen Wollstonecroft will take out the final heat transfer position into tonight's A-main. What a run in heat race number 4. There is your final heat race results. Indy Ray, Blake Walsh, Kurt Dunham, Stephen Wollstonecroft, Kinzer Claridge, then back to Rusty Ponting and Maddox Gibbs, rounding out the 7th position here tonight. Brett, we've got one of a B-main on the grid right now, and it's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, 10 laps will be the distance. We'll take the top 8 to make up a 24 field in tonight's A-main. We'll quickly go through the grid. Chris Temby starts on the pole position to the outside. The 27 of Dylan Wilshire, position number 2.
Dylan Beveridge will start the 20 car from 3 to his outside. The 47 car, that is Kinzer Claridge.
Megan Payne rolls off the 86 from position number 5. And Jet Bell, the 42 from 6th.
Jet Hart will start the 98 from 7. And Rusty Ponting will start from position 9 in the 31.
Then we go back to Caleb Mills, position number 9, car number 10. And position number 10, it's Kai Jensen, the 75.
Position number 11 will be Zoe Pearce in the 67 to her outside. Will be the 21 car of Maddox Gibbs.
And we go back to row number 7 and 8. It's going to be Mitch Saunderson lining up out of 13th. 14th is going to be Matt Turner. And 15th is going to be Geordie Ray. Shane, so far, a pretty good night so far. 4 heats, no C main, but right into a B main.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting when you read out those names. How good is it? And a lot of names from interstate. Just want to do a quick shout out to Warburn Estate and Top Gun Trailers. They're also interstate sponsors looking after us down here in Victoria, so we thank them.
All right, well, here we go one more time. The B main. I'll just do that for you, Matt. That'll help you out. Now, just getting word from Race Control. Tonight we are not going to reset the track. However, these drivers will have 90 seconds in the warm-up session. So rather than reset the track and probably leave it a little bit to one lane, we're going to leave the track as it is. They think that the racetrack is going to be pretty good come the end of the feature race. Matt, I'll tell you what, we've seen some great racing in sprint cars over the last probably 6 to 7 weeks here on iRacing. You just imagine it's only going to get better.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 8 go through 10 laps on the board. We are green. Down to turns 1 and 2, and Chris Temby is going to be looking to make it into tonight's A-main. Dylan Wilshire looking for the race lead down the back straight. There you go into turn number 3 and 4. We are yellow, yellow, yellow.
Well,
and Brett, lap number 1. We know in speedway racing, anytime 800 horsepower sprint cars going to turn number 1 and 2, you know it's always a place you're going to want to watch.
Yeah, it certainly is. We'll take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. The 9 of Geordie Ray. And, well, just got balked there by the car at the back. And unfortunately, that was, I want to say, I thought that might have been Matt Turner, but it was in fact Mitch Saunderson. So Driver's going to get told from race control the yellow flag is out. And we're going to re-rack them and restack them. Although that is going to take 1 lap away from this 10-lap distance. We're still going to have 9 laps to get it done, Matt. And, well, we've still got 8 out of the 15 cars. But going through to our 30-lap main event here in probably in about 5 or 6 minutes' time.
Absolutely, and currently on the bubble right now is Rusty Ponting back there in position number 8 at the moment. So, mate, it's going to be a cracking show, as we said earlier. And I'll continue to repeat that because I reckon it's going to be an absolute belter when we come to the A-Main over a distance of 30 laps here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. And, well, race fans, get your picks in because it's going to be a belter of an A-Main coming up here shortly in roughly about maybe 7 to 8 minutes' time after we get this B-Main done. Temby and Wilshire on the front row to restart. Then go back to Beveridge and Claridge on row number 2, Brett. We are set for a restart this time by.
Then they are wait for the safety car to move off the racetrack. And then Chris Temby will have control of the field. He gets a little bit of a delayed start, but we are racing in B-Main already. We're going to think about going 3 wide. Look at Dylan Beveridge in the 20 machine. Not afraid to throw a slider there on the 27 of Dylan Wilshire. Kinzer Claridge in that 47 slide job slide attempt coming out from Dylan Wilshire, but backed out of it, and we are cautioned one more time. Last chance qualifying racing, Matt. It always gets a little desperate for these drivers.
Definitely, mate. Yeah, it's a lot of these drivers. Obviously, you see like the likes of Caleb Mills, Kai Jensen. You see Geordie Ray, Matt Turner. You know, a lot of these guys. So too Jet Bell, and a lot of these guys, Brett, would not be wanting to be in tonight's B-Main. And can I just say, how cool is it to have Braden Cooley watching online? A Victorian sprint car superstar, Brett, we know is an absolute gasser around Premier Speedway.
Well, I mean, all you got to do, Matt, is just take a look through the field and you can see a whole list of Speedway stars and superstars and upcoming superstars as well. You know, we're so glad to bring you these iRacing events, of course, tonight. Race number 1, and then next week at the dirt track at Charlotte, which will be race number 2. Matt, the winner of tonight's event, paying $300 to win. Not bad for a virtual race.
Absolutely, and it's going to be pretty cool. I reckon come A-Main time, it's going to be on. And you're going to see, I reckon, the likes of Corey McCullough, Jordan Charge. So too, you're probably going to see if he makes it in tonight's A-Main, I reckon Dylan Wilshire will be a hard charger tonight coming from the back of the field if he makes it into tonight's A-Main. Obviously, top 8 is running back there in the second position at the moment, Brett. We're going to see what happens in the closing laps of tonight's B-Main.
Yeah, you just mentioned McCullough and Charge don't count out the likes of Aston Rodriguez. He, in fact, picked up the practice race win we had here last week. So Alex Haddard odds on Blake Walsh are winning at $1.95. I tell you what, I'll back against him, and I'm a gambling man right now. But I tell you who's not going to be a gambling man out in front. Here's Chris Denver. He wants to get away from as far as this field as he can. Here comes Beveridge, Claridge side by side. Claridge tried the inside line into 3 and 4, and well, once again, Matt, we're back to yellow.
Yeah, this is not what we want tonight here, Brett. It's going to be, as we know, these guys, caution laps will play a part with fuel. Obviously, we know in iRacing, a lot of these cars don't use much fuel under the caution laps.
You don't use any?
No, that is true.
You do not use any on iRacing?
That is true. So... But, mate, as we said, we've got a lot of cool drivers in the field for tonight. A lot of very good Speedway stars, you know, for Formula 500 drivers, sprint car drivers. We've seen speed car drivers in the field tonight as well. You know, look, got Caleb Mills back down there in position number 10. He's a speed car driver. And, well, an absolute gasser at that too.
I'm disappointed no one's mentioned TAB, Betfair, Ladbrokes, Neds. There's a whole list of... There's a whole list of gambling websites out there that these boys in chat are having a bit of fun on. Look, we're so glad to have each and every one of you, whether you're watching live across Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We've got all the bases covered, and we hope that you are going to be enjoying tonight's show. Or if you are already enjoying this show, feel free again, let us know who you think will win tonight's main event. Of course, after this B main, we've got a short 90-second to 2-minute warm-up session just to keep the track in tip-top shape. But Matthew Bailey, green flag, getting set to fly here, and Chris Temby going to lead us back to start lap number 4.
Absolutely. Down the main straight they run, green flag back out here at Eldora Speedway, and down to 1 and 2. Temby runs the cushion like a boss. In turns 1 and 2, down the back straight away, Wilshire in all sorts of trouble in the 27 right now. Down to turns number 3 and 4 this time by, though. How about Beveridge on the top side, Brett? This guy is absolutely on a mission in the 20.
Oh, you're right. You go back to his heat race. He got sent to the tail end of the field, and he came from the back to finish 5th position. And right now, he's making it work in the 20. We are yellow one more time here in B main competition again. 5 laps complete. And Shane, well, we'll bring you in here just while we're under the caution flag. We, again, like I said, we know, mate, the B mains are... Some drivers tend to get a bit desperate. They'll get a little bit more desperate in the virtual world than what they would in real life.
Yep. And no, it's the same thing. You know, everyone's keen to make it to the A main. For many people, just to make it to an A main is a win in itself. So, yeah, we've got a few yellows. They're sorting themselves out. So, yeah, let's get on.
If you had to pick someone for the A main, who would it be?
Who would it be? Young Aston. And the reason I say young Aston Rodriguez is because he's our newest junior and who made a debut at Premier. He was pretty impressive. So for a young 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid, and could do what he did on debut, yeah, he'll be my pick.
All right, safety car back in, and we're back underway. 5 down, 5 to go for your race leader, Chris Temby. Dylan Wilshire trying to move on. Dylan Beveridge fends off the challenge. Here comes Kinzer Claridge in the 47. Slide job by Wilshire. Beveridge back to the inside. Beveridge has second back at the start-finish line.
Down to 1 and 2. Here comes another slider from Wilshire. Wilshire put the slider. They go wheel to wheel down the back shot, and we are yellow. With 3 laps to go.
You know what that does now, Matt?
Wowee.
You know what that does? That Megan Payne and Zoe Pierce, the final 2 drivers to go back to the virtual pit area, which means we are left with 8 cars on the racetrack, and these 8 drivers, Chris Temby, Dylan Beveridge, Dylan Wilshire, Kinzer Claridge, Rusty Ponting, Jeff Hart, Matt Turner, Caleb Mills, they're all going to the main event. And, well, you see the Matt Turner 32 entry just at the back of the field was missing the front wing, and at a racetrack like that, we'll certainly lose it to Harry Potter's or the horsepowers.
Absolutely, and it'll be a menace to drive on this type of racetrack right now without that front wing. We know in sprint car racing, Brett, we know that front wing is all important to hold the front wheels down in sprint car racing.
Certainly is. 7 down. We are back to green this time by Temby once again as, well, has not been challenged all B main so far. Will he be challenged by the likes of Dylan Beveridge? We'll find out over the next 1.5 miles of racing here at Eldora Speedway. Half a mile, 3 laps left to run. And well, I'll tell you what, Dylan Wilshire not giving up there on Dylan Beveridge, but here comes Kinzer Claridge to the outside, and Claridge, the young superstar from Queensland, going to move into position number 3.
Out of turn number 4 this time by on the main straight. They got 2 laps left to run in our B main for tonight, and Dylan Beveridge is on a mission in car number 20 right now. Down to turns number 3 and 4. This time by down the main straightaway, Brett. We have 1 lap left to go. Bring us home.
Beveridge getting desperate on the bottom into turn number 1 and 2, but Chris Temby has got all sorts of momentum built up. But here comes Claridge out of turn number 4. He put the move there on Beveridge, and Beveridge, Chris Temby wins B main competition. Dylan Beveridge home in second. Third at the line is going to be Kinzer Claridge. Dylan Wilshire in 4th. Rusty Ponting rounds out your top 5. Then you go back to Jet Hart in 6th position. Caleb Mills 7th. And Matt Turner in the 8th and final transfer position. And that will be all for preliminary action. We'll take a look at your finishing results. Chris Temby, Dylan Beveridge, Kinzer Claridge, Dylan Wilshire, Rusty Ponting, Jet Hart, Caleb Mills, Matt Turner, your 8 cars going through. Zoe Pearson, 9th, Megan Payne, Kai Jensen, Jet Bell, Geordie Ray, Maddox Gibbs, and Mitch Saunderson. 9 through to 15th will find themselves in and getting ready for next week at the dirt track at Charlotte and Chain. We've got our 24 drivers set for 30 laps, $300 to win. Not a bad payday for some virtual racing.
No, mate, it's a pleasure that we as a club can do this for our drivers on behalf of our partners. So, look, like you said it before, look at the names up there. So it's going to be a good aim, mate. It's going to be pretty hard to pick, even though I have said young Aston because I've watched a bit of his racing. But, mate, first two 20th drivers, they all got a chance.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to bring in a driver that likes to call himself Mr. Two-Tone. He's already locked himself into tonight's main event. And again, he might be a young fella, but he's a veteran sim racer. It's the Victoria 84 of Todd Hobson. Todd, mate, you might need to unmute Discord just so we can have a chat to you. But you find yourself race number 1 here at Eldora Speedway. You've locked yourself into the show. How confident are you feeling coming into tonight? Well, you need to unmute first. He's having all of the great chats happening right now, which we'll drag him back out. So we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. Matt, we'll take a look at your starting grid, mate, from back to front.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your A-main grid on screen right now from position number 24. He drives the number 32 machine. That'll be Matt Turner. To his inside, the 10 Mills Motorsport. Number 10, that is Caleb Mills.
Jet Hart rolls off the 98 from position number 22 to the inside, the 31. Out of position 21, it's Rusty Ponting.
Position number 20, he drives car 27. That is Dylan Wilshire from 20. Position 19, and a good run tonight for this guy in B-main competition, the 47 car from 19. That is Kinzer Claridge.
Dylan Beveridge, the 20, will start position number 18. Your B-main winner, Chris Temby, the 80, will start 17th.
Position 16, the 9 car, Stephen Wollstonecroft from 16 to his inside. Position 15, the 84 car, two-tone, that is Todd Hobson.
Kobe Wright in the 78 starts position number 14. Position number 13, it's the 65 of Riley Simpson.
Position number 12, the 71 car of Kurt Dunham to his inside. The 93 from position 11, that is Alex Ryan.
Jonathan McKean in car 48 will start position number 10. And Billy Ryan in the 33 out of position number 9.
Position number 8 with the Sim Sports 97 of Blake Walsh to his inside. It is the 68 car of Max Bevan.
Liam Russell, car 36, will start position number 6. It's the 24 of Tyler Maggs out of position number 5.
Position number 4 to outside of row number 2 with the 17 car of Indy Raid to his inside. The Victoria number 60 for Western Nissan. Position 3, that is Jordan Charge.
Aston Rodriguez in car number 30 will start on the outside of the front row. And starting on the pole position, it's the 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic Champion. Also a veteran of sim racing. It's the Victorian 90 of Corey McCullough. We're set for a start. Race number 1. Thanks to the Formula 500 Victorian Club. We are racing here at Iracing. Race number 1. $300 to win here at Eldora. It's time to get dirty for 30, mate. We are green.
Down to turns 1 and 2 for the first time. How good is this? And contact through turns 1 and 2 as well. Here comes Liam Russell, the Steel Shop Camper down, number 36 car. Through turn number 3 and 4, this Stumbo is already up to position number 4 on the speedway. Down to turns 1 and 2 though, McCullough will let down the back straight away the Victoria 90. Then you go back to Aston Rodriguez in the 30 machine. Then you go back to Russell now with a slider. 2 for 1 deal in turn number 3 and 4 down the main straight away. How about that, Brett Liam up to second?
Oh, the daily double happening 3 and 4. What a race this is. I'll tell you what, who's got the reverse lights on. And it happens to be Jordan Charge. He's back in 13th position. Oh my, we are yellow. What a chaotic, what a hectic couple of laps. That was 2, 3, 1 action slide jobs. Not one car, 2 cars going at it. And we are yellow for the first time in tonight's main event. And I believe we are looking at good old two-tone. And you know what? This might be a bit of karma because he didn't want to talk to us. He didn't realise that his mic was muted. Two-tone, the Victoria 80 of Todd Hobson. He might just been well, he got hit from on the right side then. I want to say that was Kinzer Claridge who went by. And unfortunately, poor old Jet Hart. Jet Hart is going to end up on his side, but back on all fours. So, Jet, you can't park there. And, well, the yellows come out for the first time in tonight's main event.
Not what we want to see, Brett. We'll have 28 to run. Sorry, we'll have 27 to run when we come back to the green flag, this time by... Well, next time around the speedway, when the yellow lights go out, Corey McCullough will get set to lead them away. Then you go back to Liam Russell, the Steel Shop camper down. Number 36 car back there in position number 2. Then you go back to Indy Ray. Then you got Aston Rodriguez will restart on the outside of the second row. Then you go back to Tyler Maggs and Max Bevan in the 68 car. How good, Brett? We are set for a restart here in tonight's A-Main. We're going to have 27 laps to go. And the Southwest Conveyancing Owen Build Homes, Victoria 90 of Corey McCullough will get set to lead them away.
Yes, he will wait for the safety car to exit the racetrack. And right in the middle of turn number 3 and 4, he's got command of the field. We're back to racing here in tonight's main event again. $300 on the line for your winner. Liam Russell rides in second position. Rodriguez and Indy Ray, they went wheel to wheels. Rodriguez worked to the cushion. Look at Max Bevan sneaking into the top 5 now. Might just fall back out because Tyler Maggs, he's got the preferred line. Rodriguez going to the bottom in 1 and 2. Rodriguez, well, he might give up the top side because Tyler Maggs says, yep, thank you very much. And now here comes Billy Ryan side by side with Max Bevan to the outside. What a racetrack at the moment.
This is absolutely unbelievable. How good is this racing? It's mostly one line on the top side at the moment, though, but the cushion is going to play a part big time in tonight's A-Main. Can these race cars hold on? The cushion will get a bit nasty on top there. We know around here at Eldora Speedway, Brett, we know that cushion can play a part, but hey, these big Hoosier right rear tyres are set to do so.
Maggs coming after Indy Ray into 3 and 4. Wasn't close enough to complete the slide jump, so he backed out of it. We are yellow as we end lap number 7. Still 23 laps remaining. We'll see why we are under the yellow flag conditions here at the Eldora Speedway. And poor old Rusty Ponting is the driver involved in car number 31. Or car 21, I should say, on the race car. Signed in as car 31. Just got a little loose there in front of, I want to say, the 71 of Kurt Dunham. And poor Rusty Ponting. Well, Rusty. PowerPoint's presentation says you cannot park there either.
That is absolutely correct. So, how good is tonight's racing being, race fans? You cannot get any better than this with a 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic champion. At the pointy end of the pack right now. Then you go back to Liam Russell in position number 2. Indy Ray back there in the 17 car. Back there in position number 3. And then go back to the Transport Equipment Hire. Creaky Motorsports sponsored. Number 24 of Tyler Maggs. Then you're back to Maxi Bevan in position 5. Aston Rodriguez in position 6. Then Billy Ryan. And, well, Brett, Geordie Charge back there in position 11. Not having the run in tonight's A-Main that he wanted to so far.
No, I did say that you can have a good, you can have a good night one night and followed up with a not so good of a run the next night. And that just goes to show, unfortunately, the Victoria 90 West Initiative Machine, well, I got to say, the reverse beep and the reverse lights have been on that Victoria 60. But who knows? We've still got over 2/3 of this race still yet to be complete. And, well, with 22 laps left to run, there is an opportunity for the V60 to make his way back up towards the pointy end of the field. But right now, Corey McCullough, he's got, I want to say he's got probably a couple of fingers on that $300 paycheck. We'll bring in Shane. Shane, who has impressed you so far in this main event?
Mate, that's quite a hard question. I mean, look, Corey's leading the way. Liam's not too far behind him. The 3 kids there, Tyler, Max, Aston, you know, all juniors, mixing it with their heroes, basically. Geordie Charge, you know, late call up, and he's holding his own. Our Tassie mate, Dylan Beveridge, mate, where do we look, you know?
No, well, yeah, Dylan Beveridge so far is at a +9 from his starting position. Started 18th, he's up to 9th, and yeah, if it wasn't for him going to the back of the line in the heat race, who knows where that 20 would have been right now. It's a case of woulda, couldas, and shouldas, and well, back to green because we are definitely back under the green flag conditions. Liam Russell on screen trying to fend off a challenge from Indy Ray. Tyler Maggs rails the cushion through turn number 3 and 4. And I've got to say, Matt, why we go back to yellow just now, I've got to say, we go back to the World Qualifiers last season. I remember Tyler Maggs being in my split, at Fairbury, and I'm pretty sure he nearly put everybody to shame. It was only that it was a bit of bad luck that ended his night, and like I say, he still got some speed in that 24.
Absolutely, and I suppose it all comes from his sponsors as well. You know, Transport Equipment Hire on board with that race car. And from my understanding, I've spoken to Tyler a couple of times, and I'm pretty sure, Brett, that from what he's told me, he's pretty good mates with Dylan Buswell. So I think there might be a little bit of a coaching there to help him set up this race car. So hopefully we'll see what Tyler's got left in the books for tonight. And I do recall that race where it was live streamed on the Iracing.com YouTube channel, and I do recall that race. It was absolutely pretty cool, and well, it was unfortunate to see him end the night that way.
And I'm pretty sure isn't Boswell over in America at the moment, working with the KCP racing team?
No, he's actually working with the Roth Motorsports team.
Who's working with KCP?
I don't know.
Because they just picked up a win with
Giovanni Selzy.
Selzy at Lakeside.
That is true. I don't know who's working on the 18 car. It'll be interesting to find out, though. So,
surely someone in chat knows. Surely someone in chat knows. There's a lot of Speedway fans in the house. We go back to green. 9 down, 21 to go, Matt.
Absolutely into turns number 1 and 2 down the back straight away, and it's all Corey McCullough right now. Into turn number 3 and 4, though, this time by. Out of turn number 4, they complete lap number 10. Brett, we have 20 laps to go, and we are caution yellow on the speedway.
Well, I got to say, so there's 2 comments to this one. Ready? Alex Adard says that Tyler is running a thinner chassis. He must have gone to the Aaron Reitzel School of Chassis. Okay, Freddie Walsh says Dylan is the new crew chief for ECP Racing. So I was right in saying that, Matt.
ECP or KCP, you mean?
No. Well,
ECP.
It'll actually be. Well, no. Well, Freddie Walsh has said Dylan's the new crew chief for ECP Racing. Which I thought
this is going to be.
I thought Nick Speed was ECP, unless he means KCP. Freddie, that's surely a typo.
It's surely a typo because I could not see in a billion years Nick Speed ever leaving East Coast Pipeline Racing.
Look, don't say that. People have said that about Robbie Farr too a couple of years ago. Yeah, KCP. You mean?
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Well, I was wrong. I was hearing words that he was working with Roth Motorsports, but never mind. I guess it is KCP Racing. So
you know what? That's a yeah nah, Matt.
It is a yeah nah. Definitely a yeah nah. Well, we look back up front though on the racetrack, and Brett, it's no surprises. The Victorian 90 has not let go since the drop of the green flag, and well, I reckon we've still got 20 laps to go, mate. It's still got to be a honky show out there on the racetrack right now.
Nah, I was always going to back McCullough to win this event tonight. We know there's a lot of superstars in the iRacing world, but mate, when I seen the Victoria 90 register and bring that car into the virtual pit area, I just knew that car was going to the front, and there was a very good chance that, to me, I would have said that he was a $1.45 favourite, and that's how confident I was. Shane, we're back under yellow again, and again, there's a whole list of sponsors that have helped out, once again, to put on this 2-night show.
Yeah, that's correct. And we have sponsors at all levels, with Lucas Oils, Sinclair Services, Skies Motorsport. I've mentioned those guys. But we've also got associations like Victoria Speed Car Drivers Association, other divisions, other clubs supporting us. A Sprint Car coming on board for our drivers for Speed Week. So, yeah, it's looking good.
What'd you have for dinner, Shane? You sound like there's some dishes getting washed or plates getting put in the sink.
I'm up to supper now, mate. But yeah, pork roast, can't go on.
Oh, look, I'm that generic white guy. I'll have a bowl of soup. But hey, tell you what, what's the plans so far for the Victorian Formula 500 Club to start off racing this season?
Look, guys. It's up to our premier, but at this stage, we're hoping to go racing in December, early December. Simpson, we've had the first 3 meetings cancelled, so yeah, fingers crossed. Our main thing is we go racing speed week, really. You know, we put on a big show, 30 grand up, full prize money for the seniors. The juniors got a good program too. So all that info will go up after the next iRacing event. We'll promote it next week.
All right, well, keep an eye on the Victorian Formula 500 Facebook page. Again, we're back to the green flag conditions. Corey McCullough leads Liam Russell through turn number 3 and 4. Timing and scoring coming back up on your screen. And yeah, just going to throw this out there. You know, if you guys do go back racing in December, Shane, you know, if you guys don't have an announcer, I mean, hey, I'm more than happy to travel, mate.
Yeah, mate, we'll keep that in mind, depending what your invoice is first.
Mate, I would say that I'm one of the cheapest out there.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw it out there too. You can always have a pit reporter. There's a pit reporter standing by as well if you ever do need one. The travel is at his own expense, so it's all good in there and well. So if you need a pit reporter too, Shane, there is one standing by for you, mate.
Good mate, good mate. Like I said, take me out to breakfast. Anything can happen.
Mate, if that's all it takes, I'm taking you to Macca's tomorrow morning.
double sausage McMuffin and a hash brown, Shane. Is that how it is?
Surely hotcakes.
Mate.
Surely hotcakes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Wait.
I'll have it all.
Right.
Yeah.
Back
Sorry,
to green. Yeah, back to green. Corey McCullough still leads the way from Liam Russell. Tyler Maggs now moving to the inside. Oh no, there goes Indy Ray. There was contact and Indy Ray going for a big ride in turn number 3 and 4, and that puts to the end of the night for Indy Ray, unless to get that 17 car back on all fours. But I gotta say, mate, once these cars go on their side, they are very hard to get back up on all fours, and he almost done it. But hey, you know what? Just saying, Indy Ray, you can't park there.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, it looks like the 17 cars night is done. Indy Ray back to the pit area, and Brett, so too Jordan Charge. The Western Nissan Victoria 60 out for tonight. And, mate, as you said, some nights you can have a good night, some nights you can have a bad night, and unfortunately looks like Geordie Charge tonight just had a bad night. He had a good run in his heat race, took out the win in heat race. I think it was heat race number 3. And, well, unfortunately not finishing the A-main tonight. Unfortunate for Geordie Charge. So hopefully we'll see him back next week at the dirt track at Charlotte and see if he can replicate what he did at Lernerville last night. So that'll be pretty cool. Brett, we're going to have what is nearly 16 laps to go, mate. It's going to be a cracking finish. We've got Corey McCullough up front.
Yeah, well, at the moment, he's had a clean set of wheels. He has not had a car other than the safety car in front of him this entire A-main distance. In fact, we'll go back to lap number 13 with the timing and scoring. So you were right with 16 to go, but timing and scoring going back to the last recorded lap. By the way, Alex Allard, you owe me 50. Blake Walsh is out of the event. I told you he was not going to win. And Corey McCullough is back underway along with the rest of the field.
Absolutely down to turns number 1 and 2 once again. They've got 17 to run. How good is this race, fans? And we are yellow once again on the speedway. Oh my giddy aunt. Not what we want here tonight, Brett. This is going to shape up to be a pretty good finish, mate. But hey, these cars, it's all going to be all about these final positions, mate. So let's see what happens on this next restart. It's going to be a bit of a cracker.
Yeah, well, we've still got 14 cars on the lead lap. Jet Hart, I still believe, might be back out onto the racetrack. Yeah, Jet was one of those cars that did go upside down, but unfortunately already scored a number of laps down. And this racetrack getting very difficult for some of these drivers. Slick from top to bottom. You said, Matt, the cushion gets very nasty, very gnarly around the likes of Eldora Speedway, but just right 3/4 of the way up the racetrack in 1 and 2, you see that line developing that's still got a fair bit of moisture up there, but some drivers still preferring to rail it on the cushion.
Absolutely. You can see where Corey McCullough is rolling right now, and that's where a lot of these drivers might get caught out on the cushion there as we go back to green flag racing. Those 16 laps to go here for our A-main here tonight, and McCullough runs the cushion like a boss down the back straight into turn number 3 and 4 this time by Russell. Still battling there for second. Rodriguez was looking to the inside of him. Couldn't get the job done, though. Brett, we've got 15 to run.
Yeah, 15 down, 15 to go. Rodriguez has moved up to position number 3. Bevan in 4th. That's Max Bevan in 4th. Then Billy Ryan in 5th position, but not for long because here comes Dylan Beveridge in the 20 machine. Beveridge, remember, he started in position number 18. He is at a plus 12 in this main event. Russell holding on to position number 2. But I'll tell you what, Rodriguez, he looks like he's got a whole lot of speed right now. And to think about it this way, Matt, all these drivers, they are on the same setup. Russell hard into the concrete wall with the right rear tyre, and that's going to give Aston Rodriguez a chance to dive to the inside. But Liam Russell, he shut it all down into turn number 3.
Wow. What sprint car racing this is. This is phenomenal stuff here tonight from the 360s. Down the back straight they go, though, with coming to the this time by out of turn number 4. They'll have 11 laps remaining. Out of turn number 4, you can see a car way off the pace there. I think that is a 21 car as well. I'm not too sure who that was in the 21 machine. Down the back straight they go, though. They've got 11 laps remaining, Brett, and, well, it's all on right now, but Corey McCullough way out in front, but it's a battle on for minor placings.
Yeah, that was Rusty Ponting in the 21. Liam Russell trying to get by the lap car. The lap car just drifted up. I believe that'll be Jet Hart just trying to stay out of the way. That allows Aston Rodriguez to put the move into second position. Oh, my, Max Bevan, Billy Ryan, Jonathan McKean right there as well. What a race between Bevan and Ryan. Bevan with a slide, but what a battle on for second and third. Rodriguez and Russell.
Down to turn number 3 and 4 this time by. We are caution. Yellow on the speedway with 9 to run. Oh my giddy aunt. What a race. This has been phenomenal here tonight, Brett. This, tell you what, mate, as we said earlier, we've seen over the last 6 or 7 weeks with sprint car racing, we've seen how good it's been, and tonight is no different.
I'll tell you what, we're going to bring in a driver currently on the racetrack in 5th position. It's old young MB, Maxie Bevan. Max, mate, how you feeling out there tonight at the moment? Oh, I'm going to hit him with a great chat. Yeah, nah, solid chat, Max.
Yeah, solid chat. Nah, not too bad, man. The track's getting pretty tenuous out here, I guess. I mean, the wall's coming skinny, and yeah, it's got to hit your marks, I guess, and should be right.
All right, you going green this time, boy?
No, next time, bye.
Yeah, okay. Mate, that was an interesting battle there with Billy Ryan. You guys throwing some haymakers, a bit of left and a right hook out there.
Yeah, I didn't know where to go with the wing, and I saw him pulling me in, and I was like, this is going to turn into a battle. And he threw the first slide, and I was like, I'll keep turning it back to him. Yeah. So it turned into a pretty cool battle, and yeah.
All right, well, you got about 7 or 8 laps left to go. Max, good luck.
Thank you.
There we go, Max Bevan in the 68, the Bills Motorsports Penrite number 68 machine, running in 5th position. But so far, Matt, it's all been the Corey McCullough show.
Mate, I'll tell you what, we knew, and as you said earlier, as soon as the Southwest Conveyancing Owen-built homes trailer rocked up in the pit area tonight, we knew it was all over. We knew it was going to be quick off the bat. And, well, we are back to green flag racing with now 8 laps to go. Here's standard heat race distance for sprint cars around the Eldora Speedway. Down the back straight they go on to turn number 3 and 4. The battle is on. Here comes Billy Ryan. Ryan to the inside of Russell. Made the pass work, though. Here comes Russell, though, with a return slider in turns number 1 and 2. The 36 car is not giving up the fight, but right now 6 to run.
Yeah, good side-by-side battle between these two. Good friends who work into 3 and 4. Ryan up the racetrack on the cushion into 3 and 4. Will hold on to position number 3. Russell trying to work back to the inside. We see him pull that double slide jump off earlier on in the feature event. Billy Ryan not once but twice into the concrete wall. I'm not going to say, boy oh boy, Aston Rodriguez closing in on your race leader. 3/10 of a second. We got 5 to run. Rodriguez into the wall. He was very quick in the practice race last week. And I'm going to say he looks very, very quick right now, running down your 2018 Grand and your Sprint Car Classic champion.
Absolutely, and it's all on right now. Only a few tenths into turns number 1 and 2, but it's all the Corey McCullough show. Down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4, though, this time by. They're going to have 3 laps left to go, race fans. And it's the Owen-built Homes Southwest Conveyancing Victorian 90 at the point end of the pack right now. Rodriguez has gone to the bottom side in 1 and 2, lost a lot of ground on McCullough into turn number 3 and 4, though, this time by. Here comes Billy Ryan. Ryan now up to position number 3. He took over the spot from Liam Russell and made the pass work. Let Brett Wheeler, we've got 2 laps left to go. Oh no! There was a lap car there on the racetrack, and I think there was 1 car into the wall as well, and we are yellow.
Wow. McCullough was about 14 metres away from taking the white flag. The yellow comes out, and instead of 4 turns, it is now going back to a green-white checker. Matt, they have 3 attempts at a green-white checker. And, well, Shane, what a fitting way to potentially end this main event with a green-white checker. Yeah, sometimes you love to see them.
Yeah, mate, look, it's been exciting.
Sorry, mate, I didn't realise he went to you. Sorry, I thought you said me. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, look, the racing's excited. Corey's showing us a clean pair of heels, but young Aston's giving it a good crack. The current works driver, Billy Ryan, how good is he going? So it's good to see him up there.
Well, unfortunately, Billy Ryan was one of the drivers that is now finding himself back in pit road in 11th position. Dylan Beveridge, although he's +8 on the night, he's out of the event. So we've just got the 9 cars left on the racetrack, Matt, and well, it comes down to a 2-lap sprint is all that it needs.
Yes, that is definitely right, mate. Let's see what happens on the closing laps of this one. It's going to be a green-white checker situation. Or well, it is a green-white checker situation. And McCullough, instead of having 4 turns, it's going to be now 8 turns around the Eldora Speedway. What's Aston Rodriguez got left for him in the tank? He went to the bottom side in 1 and 2 and also in 3 and 4. He lost a lot of ground though. McCullough jumps back on the front pedal. Brett, we are back to green.
2 laps is all it needs for Corey McCullough to get the win and to pocket $300 here on the Iracing.com service. The Victorian Formula 500 Club. We'll see Corey McCullough get the white flag here at Eldora. A clean set of heels, quick time award, heat ranks #1 victory, and now 2 left-hand turns down the back straightaway into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. The 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic Champion is now $300 richer. Corey McCullough wins from Aston Rodriguez. In second, Liam Russell in third. It's Chris Temby fourth, and Kurt Dunham rounds out your top 5.
Are you kidding me? Brett Wheeler, like we said, mate, we've seen some awesome sprint car racing over the last 6 or 7 weeks, but this takes the cake tonight. Absolutely by 1.021 seconds at the start-finish line for Corey McCullough. Will take the win over Aston Rodriguez, Liam Russell in third, Chris Temby fourth, Kurt Dunham fifth, then back to Kobe Wright in 6th, Tyler Mack 7th, Max Bevan in 8th, then go back to Jonathan McKean and Billy Ryan to round out your top 10.
We go back to 11th position, Dylan Beveridge, followed by Jet Hart in 12th, Todd Hobson 13th, Kinzer Claridge 14th, Rusty Ponting rounds out the top 15, Caleb Mills 16th, 17th, Indy Ray, Alex Ryan 18th, Blake Walsh 19th, Riley Simpson in 20th, Jordan Charge 21st, Stephen Wollstonecroft 22nd, Dylan Wilshire 23rd, and Matt Turner in 24th position. Special mention to, of course, Chris Temby. He won the B main, started 17th and comes home 1 spot out of a podium in 4th position, passing a plus 13 cars. We wait for our top 3 to get into the Discord, but once they do, we will be able to have a chat to them. But Shane, $300 richer going to the 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic Champion.
Yes, it is. And just one side note of Corey there. He's got a strong affiliation with the Van Ginnigan family and Lee Van Ginnigan and young Jacko there, and they were the people behind creating our junior division down here in Victoria. So in that sense, how appropriate. Just got to do some business stuff here. WMI Feeders, would like to thank them for tonight. Aeroflow, Delicate Styling by Deb, Highline Racewear. Look out for those as our merchandise will be going online in the next week or two. Immaculate Image Solutions, JMac, thank you. And you guys to UltimateDirtTV, all partners of our great little association.
All right, well, speaking of our 2018 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic Champion, we are joined here in Victory Lane by the Victorian 90 in the Southwest Conveyancing Owen Built Homes number 90 machine, Corey McCullough. Corey, It's been a while since I've last spoken to you on the sim side of things, and well, you come out here to the virtual Eldora Speedway and you pocket $300 richer. You got to be happy about that one, mate.
Yeah, mate, can't complain really. Filled in the Monday night for sure. Just got to thank all the guys at the Victorian Formula 5 Association for letting me come on tonight. It was good fun.
Mate, it was always going to be a difficult racetrack for the drivers starting in mid-pack or towards the back of the field, being such a slick racetrack. You've had some experience running on the sim. Do you think that over the course of the season, and obviously running in the sprint cars down at Premier and all the way across Victoria, do you think that helped you here with the slick track conditions tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about throttle control in these things, and I think any laps you can do, no matter what, if it's in real life or in a sim, it all helps. So, like I said, as you get older and wiser, you get a bit smarter, I like to think. And there's a lot of fast guys in this sim. I don't play it as much as probably they do, but you got to be on your A game, just like in real life.
Obviously, we had the update about 6 or 7 weeks ago with the sprint cars. Have you had much seat time on the new build there to what you had on the previous build a couple of months ago?
Yeah, I don't play it enough to really know the ins and outs differences. So I didn't notice any difference really. But I'm sure, like if you race it every day, you'd be able to tell. But I just get on here for a bit of fun, and it seems to be all right. It's obviously not quite realistic like real life, but they're slowly getting to it. I'm sure in the coming years it'll get even better and better as technology improves.
Get in, go fast, get paid. Nice, quick, simple, easy motto, I reckon. Corey, congratulations on the win here tonight. $300 in your back pocket. No doubt a lot of sponsors on this race car and a lot of great people behind the scenes that make this possible, mate.
Yeah, that's it, mate. These things don't run themselves. Just big thanks to Alistair and Tanya at Southwest Conveyancing. Obviously Paul at PSH Electrical, Smith & Sons Warrnambool, and just, like I said, all Victorian Formula 500 Association for inviting me along tonight. Looking forward to next week.
All right, well, we'll go to the dirt track at Charlotte next week. Corey McCullough, your winner here, ladies and gentlemen, from the Eldora Speedway, $300 richer. Matt Bailey, you're caught up with our runner-up of Aston Rodriguez.
Yeah, standing by with Aston Rodriguez and Aston, mate. You're coming on strong there towards the end of the A main here tonight, mate. But run us through the last 5 laps there. It was pretty tough on the racetrack.
Yeah, it was tough. Just trying to run the top as best as possible and try and stay off the wall.
Mate, you kicked off your junior Formula 500 career at Premier Speedway. Run us through what it's like to run one of those race cars.
Well, it's pretty good. It's got some feel and feels better to actually race one in real life and then on iRacing.
Mate, the differences obviously here on iRacing compared to real life. Run us through what it's like to actually jump in a race car each week and to be able to do that sort of stuff. What's it sort of like to be able to go out and do that?
Yeah, I don't think it's too much different being on the game and in real life. But yeah.
Mate, an awesome run here tonight at Eldora Speedway, mate. Come home in second, mate. I love it. Obviously, a lot of sponsors of this race car, a lot of people behind the scenes, bud. But who turns wheels on the 30 machine?
I'd just like to thank Lacquer Racing and the family for letting me race tonight.
Mate, congratulations on second. We go to Charlotte next week. What's going to be the game plan going there?
Just try and not qualify as bad, try and get up front and try and drive away.
Well done, mate. See you next week, and congratulations on second.
Thank you.
Brett Wheeler, we're going to cross back down to you, mate, with our third place runner with a steel shop camper down number 36 of Liam Russell.
Yeah, standing by with Liam Russell, a multi-driver starter position number 6. He passed 3 cars. 3 of those cars he passed. He pulled off in one turn. But Liam, mate, congratulations on the third place. Not a bad way to spend a Monday night.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for that. Yeah, I got fairly lucky at the start of the race there and passed a couple of cars and then sort of try to stay behind Corey and follow what he was doing.
Mate, a couple of times here, that concrete wall, I can't tell you how many times we've said, it doesn't move, but yet you still try to knock it down. Why would you do such a thing?
Yeah, I need to focus on trying to actually hit my marks probably a little bit better. I did hit a fair few times.
I guess you could say the concrete is still.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't know if you got that joke, but anyhow, we'll move
No,
forward.
I did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, dad joke coming out there. Mate, This track, slick from top to bottom, how difficult is it to put 30 consistent laps up on the top side of the racetrack?
Yeah, fairly challenging when that top gets so thin. I was trying to sort of run 3/4 track and just pedal it through it seemed to be a bit more grip there than the rest of the track.
Mate, with about 10 to go, 10 or 12 to go, you had a pretty good battle there with Billy Ryan in the 33. What's it like, turning some laps there? We know you've done a fair bit of racing with Billy here on Iracing. What's it like, on the racetrack, trying to pocket $300?
Yeah, pretty good. I think Corey had it fairly well covered. I was just following him and trying to see what he was doing. But yeah, good to race with Bill and the boys. It's what we're on here for, a bit of fun. And yeah.
Mate, we go to Charlotte next week. How confident are you feeling at Charlotte?
Not a huge fan of Charlotte, so I'll just see how I go. And I think Corey will still be the benchmark, and so there we go.
Yeah, buddy, well done on third place here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, people behind the scenes, mate, who makes this happen for you?
Rapid Mix Concrete, Gib Trans, Cartworks, Drosty Motorsport, and Camperdown Mowers. Shout out to all them guys.
There we go. Short, sweet, simple, to the point. Liam Russell, Matt Bailey home in position number 3. We'll bring in Shane one final time. And Shane, that wraps up the first event of 2. We go to Charlotte next week. And I got to say, Eldora, it was pretty chaotic. But in the end, the best driver won. Corey McCullough, $300 richer.
Look, mate, for our first show from a club point of view, I would be very happy. It's a learning game for most of us, as you would know, since I know you every day, Brett. But really want to thank the Ultimate Dirt TV team, Brett Weller, being yourself, and Matt Bailey. To have you guys on board, joined by Ashley Hammond and Craig Platter in race control. We've tried to do our best to put on the best show possible with the best people, and no doubt you guys are. So thank you. To our VIPs, Corey McCullough, well done. We'll be in touch soon. Who else we would like to thank? Toddy Hobson, Chris Tenby, and Blake Walsh from the wingless side of things. Caleb Mills from Speedcars. Our interstate races, Kinza, Claridge, Dakota, Guy. Mate, we go as far up to Darwin. So really, really good to see the support that we got for this show. And Geordie Charge last call back up because we had a few members unable to make it tonight. So thank you to all. Looking forward to next week. Hopefully we can improve on a few things. But having those names on track, how good was tonight.
Certainly was. Matt Bailey, your final thoughts before we close things out here at Eldora?
Mate, I'll tell you what, like we've said, Brett, earlier on in tonight's broadcast, we've seen over the last, now we'll take out this week, but over the last 8 weeks, we've seen some absolute phenomenal sprint car racing ever since the time model update here on iRacing. And mate, it's only going to get better from here on out. But tonight, absolutely phenomenal once again. Not probably one too many cautions for tonight's A-main. But hey, at the end of the day, like you said, the best driver won.
Certainly did. Well done to Corey McCullough, Aston Rodriguez, and Liam Russell, your top 3. A special mention to, of course, Chris Tenby, who was tonight's hard charger at a plus 13 from 17th and winning the B-main. Started 17th and finished 1 spot out of a podium in 4th position. So well done to those 3 drivers. Well done to all the drivers that turned up here tonight. We certainly look forward to your company next Monday night, 7 p.m. Sydney time. We'll go live at around 7:15 for race number 2, where another $300 is on the line. Until next time, thank you so very much, race fans, for watching Ultimate Dirt TV. Don't forget to hit that like and follow button. And until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Matt Bailey, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night. We'll see you next week at Charlotte.